Hey everyone, Alex Wilson here, broker owner of Remax Wealth Builders Real Estate. And today, in 5 minutes, I want to show you how I made $200K in Calgary, resulting in a 778% return on investment. Watch now. Please subscribe. Thank you. Alex, why invest in Calgary? Whenever I look at any investment opportunity, first I apply my real estate fundamentals. So in Calgary, I saw prices were depressed, so buy low. Low capital commitments, only 5 to 10% deposits. That meant I can invest with only 15 to 50K, and the properties were cash flow positive. After applying my real estate fundamentals, then I look at the market fundamentals of the city. So in Calgary, it's the fourth largest city in Canada. Calgary's economy is the fourth largest in Canada. Alberta's population will grow by 48% over the next 2 decades versus 24% in Ontario. And Calgary has the highest wages in Canada. Blah, blah. How did you make $200K? So based on the real estate fundamentals and the market fundamentals of Calgary, in 2019, I bought my first pre-construction condo in Calgary. Fast forward to March 2021, and now I have 3 investment condos in Calgary. So I added 3 condos in 3 years in Calgary to my portfolio. The condo prices range from $270K to $589K. Deposits range from $13K to $59K. And closings range from 2023 to 2025. At this point in my investment journey in Calgary, I had the opportunity to purchase a pre-construction single-family home with a secondary rental suite in the basement. Here are the investment details in the pre-construction house. The purchase price was only $525K, and that was in March 2021. The deposit was $27K. Build time, 1 year, and it closed in March 2022. It was a single-family rear drive with separate basement rental unit. And the most important thing, gross monthly rent of $3,700. Even at a 5% interest rate, the property will still cash flow positive at $1,000 per month. Fast forward 1 year to March 2022. The house is complete. Title is transferred to me, and it's now worth over $700K. So instead of renting out, I sold it. We received 3 offers on the property, with the highest one being $735,000. Finally, we are getting somewhere. This guy talks a lot. Now let's see how I made $200K. I purchased the property for $525,000. The build time was 1 year. The deposit on the property was $27,000. I sold the property exactly 1 year later for $735,000. The profit from the sale was $210,000. So my 1 year ROI, return on investment, was 778%. Honestly, he could have explained that in 30 seconds. You need to understand the journey to get to the final destination. Stop! Alex, you always say never sell. Reason number 1, my transactional costs are much lower in Alberta. There's no land transfer tax in Alberta. If this closing was in Toronto, I would add an extra tax of nearly $14,000 on closing. There's also no development charges in Alberta and other costs. If this was in Ontario, this new build closing would have been an extra $20,000 plus of additional closing costs. I also would have lost my HST rebate, which would have another $24,000 worth of closing costs. In total, this represents nearly $58,000 of additional closing costs I would have had to factor in if this transaction was in Ontario. Number 2, and most importantly, my wife told me I had to buy a house here in Toronto by April 30th. If you watch my last video explained in 5 minutes, you know that I recently bought a $3 million house in Toronto. I had to prepare for that transaction. Sometimes you got to move things around in your portfolio to make other investments work. Number 3, houses are more work to maintain than condos. I know it. I own multiple houses, rentals here locally. I knew there'd be extra issues that could come up when renting the house out. I can deal with on my local, but when it's a 2-hour time difference away, a 4.5-hour flight, it made me a little nervous. The ROI in the investment was attractive enough for me to trade in the future cash flow for the current appreciation, which I could then invest back into my local market. And number 4, I still have 3 condos in Calgary, so I still have exposure to the market, and I'm still looking to invest more. In conclusion, I bought this house based on cash flow fundamentals. First, this is how I've purchased all my investments. I based my projections on 3 to 5% annual growth of the asset each year. Second, I saw upside in the Calgary market and was rewarded by making investments using traditional real estate investment principles. I'd love to talk to you about this more. My team would love to talk to you about this more. Reach out to the Wealth Builders team. We'd love to speak with you and help you build real wealth through real estate. Alex Wilson, broker owner of Remax Wealth Builders Real Estate. Glad I can share my story with you, and I hope you enjoy my journey. Talk soon.
Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.